So, hi everybody. I thought I'd bring up the topic of mental health again this year in 2020. Last year, I touched on the subject in a couple of blog posts, and I had some issues last year as well. So, I have a confession to make. I started seeing a therapist. I know it's kind of weird to do stuff like that sometimes, at least for people of my age group or even someone that thinks that you can hold it all together and you'll be okay. But yeah, I started to see a therapist. It is a little odd and it is a bit of a challenging journey in that sense. If you're someone that's never seeked out any type of mental health um, help, for the lack of a better word, or tried to actually navigate your insurance system, for that matter, in terms of trying to find a mental health provider, that is a bit of a journey. And it can be kind of confusing, especially for my health insurance. They basically wanted you to do it yourself. So for me, it was like the blind leading the blind. I'm like, how do I pick somebody? Stuff like that. But if you guys want to know a little bit more about that, I can discuss that in another video on the topic. But I thought, again, I'd talk about mental health a little bit. In general, I knew I needed to see someone, but I didn't know exactly how to go about that process. And again, it can be a little bit of a challenge depending on, again, your insurance provider and what your needs are, and what the provider that you see, be it a therapist, a psychologist, a counselor, a psychiatrist, whoever your insurance covers in that sense, may try to figure out what exactly you're going through. So it's interesting and it's also quite uncomfortable because you kind of have to go and tell a stranger all your problems and you're like, okay, well, basically I was like, fix it. And it you learn about yourself in that sense, and you learn about what you can and can't change, and it is helpful. I'm very happy with my therapist at this point. I think every therapist or mental health provider, whichever one you see, may have a different style of treating you in that sense. I prefer just the talk therapy because I don't really need any medication, that I thought, and thankfully she thought I didn't need any medication either. Um, but it just kind of takes time to figure out what you need or what you want, or try to figure out what exactly you're trying to accomplish, shall we say, in the process. And again, I think depending on everybody's varying mental health needs, the provider that you see, may cater more to whatever one particular issue is and move on from there. So at this point, I just thought I'd talk to you guys about that. But it is very odd at first to have to go and sit in an office and tell someone, well, I feel this and I feel that, and I'm sad, or I know that I have other, whatever your other issues may be. And it is a little difficult to kind of basically explain yourself or explain your feelings, if you're someone like me that doesn't like to talk about it, to someone else. And it's also, it can be awkward and it can just be a little nerve wracking too. But I think everybody will kind of figure it out, or you'll find someone, a mental health provider that can work with you and figure out what your needs are based on your, for the lack of a better word, condition or your state at the time that you visit them. So I just thought I'd throw that out there. And if you guys want to have more discussions about mental health, let me know. And I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.